Zerg infestation is overtaking Telemetros. Our evacuation is already in great peril. Your aid cannot come soon enough, Hierarch. Shakuras teams with Amon'S Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Telemetros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal.
Clever.
These vaults hold the city's last energy reserves. Claiming them should aid you in the fight ahead.
Fear is an illusion.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit.
Karax, are any of the Spear of Idun's weapon systems ready for use?
Orbital strike is online. Designating targets.
The Thrasher has been weakened. Warriors, move in and seal its fate.
Orbital strikes can now be fired from the Spear of Idun's command panel, Hierarch.
Matriarch Horizon, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating. Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
I am intrigued.
You require more Vespine gas.
From the shadows I come. Fear is an illusion.
You must place that in the power field.
You seek our service. I am but a phantom. I am the blade of the Narazim. Got to.
Shore up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point. You have not enough
Battle is upon.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
I am the blade of the Narazim. Darkness lights. You seek our service. I bask in the twilight. By the void. Fear is an illusion. I am intrigued.
We
this time. Nasperu Unadar. I am the blade of the Narazim. From the shadows I come.
A second Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
Here is cartoon. Clever. I will comply. By the void. I am but a phantom. I am intrigued. What would you ask of us? Enoch. I am here in the shadows. Fear is an illusion.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Enoch. Nasperu Unadar. Cartoon. From the shadows I come. We move unseen. Very wise. For the reckoning.
Base is under attack. We must construct additional pylons.
My life for iron. By your will.
You must construct additional pylons.
You seek ours, cold. From the shadows I come. Veraku. For the reckoning. I am here in the shadows.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
You seek our service. I am intrigued by the void.
Upgrade complete.
Intrigued. State thy bidding. Nasperu Unadar. I will comply. Fear is an illusion. I am but a phantom. I am intrigued. Clever.
We are recovering the last solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
I am here in the shadows. By the void. Cartoon. I am intrigued. I am but a phantom.
Base is under attack.
The darkness. darkness, I am here in the
The
shadow.
warp conduit has lost half of its durability. The Thrashers must be dealt with soon.
Battle is upon us. Ask of us. I will comply. Clever. By the void. I am but a phantom. I am the heart of darkness. What would you ask of us? I am intrigued. By the void. I am but a phantom. Let our enemy know our fury. I will comply. Khartoum.
The Zerg have extensively fortified this area. An orbital strike would help us break through their defenses.
I will comply. I am the blade of the Narazim. Khartoum.
The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon'S Reach poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lazul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Permit? Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered your sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Vengeance for ire. Khartoum.
All this time, this wretched little world was within striking distance of our fleets.
Much has changed since your era, Preserver. The Dark Templar are now our allies.
There was a time when the Protoss were broken. Throughout the Aeon of Strife, we tore at each other with wanton abandon. Only one path was ever found to end the madness and unify our people. The Kala. The Dark Ones rejected its light. They denied their own race. How can you fight for them?
For one so sworn to preserve our history, Rohana, how can you be so blind to its turn?
I see I have offended you, Hierarch. My apologies. Adapting to this period is difficult.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adun and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready. Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful. This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adun's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems.
The War Council awaits you, Hierarch.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun. Of all the Templar, you never wavered in the belief that our two peoples could live in unity. It is something I admired in you.
It is ironic to hear you say this. All this time, I believed you were reluctant to accept the unity I sought.
You and I had many a disagreement in the Twilight Council. For day by day, I saw my people losing what they were. I saw our precious old ways erode.
You wished to preserve them.
I am Nerazim, Dark Templar. I hold great pride in my people.
But you are also Protoss. That is the greater affiliation.
That is not what the Conclave believed when we were exiled long ago. Your kind had ire. Our culture is all we ever had.